Hey guys, Div the Awesome here to give you a face cam video. Hey, it's a got my face on it. Yay! It's not the first time I had my face revealed. It's not even that big of a deal because if I look back at all my old stuff, I have my face and stuff like that. I stopped using the cam because people would complain about it. Boom, look at my beard, look at my hair. People would complain about it because I'd see like my nose or something, or like I wouldn't hold it right. I just don't use it because of that. I'm not camera shy or anything. I just people complain about it. So it doesn't matter too much to me, but you guys kept complaining about it, so I just whatever. But anyway, I got an important stream vid for you today. I even started 6,000 plays. That's pretty nice. Uh, what rank am I now in then? Is that would be rank 2. Yeah. But anyway, I did achieve. Someone's already. There's no way. Oh, this must be the last. No, it doesn't show me my. Okay. But I did achieve L1. So the rewards for L1, the the rewards for L1 were the legendary 10 runes, 6 gold runes, and 800 orbs. I don't know too much about the orbs anymore because. Mm, Cause it's just like whatchamacallit, what's their names? War Masters. Yeah, there's only like 2 or 3 of them people are even using right now. Excuse like it's like something. But here's the proof that I got it. I forgot to take like an actual snapshot of the achievement, but I got the level 10 chest. Yay! See, it's proof. It is proof that I have ascended to the 10th rank. I just forgot to take again. I forgot to take a picture. I had 1 gold relic. Boom! I have now 7 gold relics. How did that happen? It's because I achieved a legendary one. I have no reason to lie about this claim. I even have proof of the claim because I have the level 10 chest. Where do you get a level 10 chest from? You get it by winning like roll on in the PvP, so it's pretty great. What is my sweet reward? And of course, it is a level 10 speedrun. That's actually really funny, given I never use team, and I've always said in the past I've only ever used level 10 speedruns, like team speedruns. So that's pretty cool. This is funny. This is actually funny. Like, this is legit funniness, because I never usually use team speed. You know what? I've never really used it, so it's funny that my first level 10 X rune chest was actually just a team speed. So I thought that was funny. So let's see my gold chests. Let's see the fruit of my efforts. So I got a trap, sweet. I got a kinetic amulet. I got a tiny element in my 4th cane sword, sweet. I got an amulet. What else did I get? I got a soul shattering greatsword. Oh, that'll be me if I know I didn't get time. I got another amulet. Yay! Everyone wanted me to get kinetic amulet. It's been a huge desire of mine to get kinetic amulet. Yay! Open them all. I guess open them all in this last one. Sweet. And another, I got a delayer trap. Sweet. Hey, for traps, in terms of the trap quality I just got here, all of them were just gold. Yeah, I didn't get a single diamond. Sweet. Diamonds only for Best Boy. And I did not get Best Boy. I didn't become Ultimate Senpai. I didn't achieve Ultimate Senpai rank. In order to be Ultimate Senpai, you have to be #1 on the list. That's how you achieve Ultimate Senpai. But yeah, I'm happy to get an X rune. I'm gonna start trying for these more. Um, just simply because getting rank 100 is actually, or like top, you have to be in top 1,000. It's really good. It's also just a good proof, I guess, that it proves that you're accomplished at this point because achieving like legendary one is such a big deal. Like in terms of like PvP team war, it's the same deal. I'll make a separate video just kind of because I'm proud with my team right now because we actually did achieve top 50. And that's pretty cool. I'm gonna make a video, stream video on that. Same kind of deal. But yeah, this is really great. I'm happy with this because um nah, I never thought I'd ever get the legendary one. I think legendary one is a huge honor, or at least a huge thing where it's big enough for me to do a face video. Again, I haven't. It's not like I haven't done a face video before, but this is worthy of it. I think. Legendary one, I think, is a big deal. This proves that you've now ascended to elite status. So not essentially like all your stuff is 150. No, but I think it's like I don't even think that, man. I think just because of achieving legendary one is a big deal. You could say you've done good. You don't have a whole lot of 150s, but like if any 150s at all. But you're so good as a player to like with your build you have actually achieved like to be at the top of the top. Legendary one is considered like the top rank, as high as you go. You're not the legendary leader, but you are the top 1,000 players. You are considered good, and because once you have reached that stat, once you have achieved L1, your build choices, your team comps were good enough to be considered one of the best in the game. And it might actually, if Armory does a video on what was the last season's popular, he might actually see Urkin on that list. He like maybe because like maybe one person was using Urkin, maybe they'll bring up that and be like, yeah, I was that one guy because I had first. See, I'm the one with the 150. Nice, that would be cool. But yeah, let's talk about it. How did I achieve L1? What was my strat ideas? So straight up, my I think I'd alternate for my defense and off. Well, for sure, my offense stayed the same halfway through the season. But yeah, I'm just gonna turn off, and I'm gonna yes. Let's turn this off just for a sec, just to showcase the team and my moveset ideas. So this is the comp I'd use. I'd use Stop Crotch, I'd use Broken Bows, and I'd use Unga Bunga. I use this as my defense team too for the other half of the season, just because everyone was using Tabora, and everyone was using Tabora, and it just kept getting rid of my Megataunt, and then it's like it was kind of to stop protecting my fucking last face. So what's the point? Uh, but yeah, Tabor is a huge defense popularity, so I don't know. Regardless whether or not I ran Bum Beta, it's unless maybe if I change the rune set, I just have to run Bum Beta full speed. Like because the whole point of Megaton is to protect your monsters, and it's once your cooldown's activated, there's not much you can do. But yeah, I kept getting CDA. At least I kept losing defense. Occasionally I'll win with this one. Because the idea is just to not care about CDA. Everyone's running CDA with Tabora. But here's what I do. First off the bat, I'd run Urkin as my damage dealer. Everyone normally this thing's classified as a support, right? Well, there's a few things that make him special. One, he's got really consistent damage. Now, I'm not saying his damage is high. In fact, his damage is not of a cosmic level. It's not the lowest of damage for mythics. It's not the highest, but I'd say all of his stats are average. That's just the first thing you gotta know about Erkin. There's nothing really bad about his stats. His stats are consistent, all right. I kind of like to compare him to like Ukaduma. I like to call him the Ukaduma of mythics. He doesn't have bad base stats. They're not terrible, but they're not the highest. Um, Another thing why he's really good, this is the huge deal. His relics aren't garbage. Like, look at his relics for just a second here. Dude, the man can hold a staff and a banner. So this means not only does he eat a Thunder monster, as you can see here, his relics 100% counter Ordiana. He's just a constant eyesore for Ordiana. Uh, this thing's a Thunder monster. He does Thunder damage. Therefore, his element is effective against Ordana, who doesn't run, life runes for the most part. Most people just run her speed. The only time I've never seen this thing not almost like obliterate Ordana is if they're running the team like not team the mutant life build. Like the super mutant life build, you will not see Ordana die a whole lot at 150. It's crazy how high her life gets, and it's crazy how much use she actually gets off that because her whole point is stalling. And then if you have, actually increased life at 150, it's kind of hard to get rid of. She'll drain your stamina quickly, and then you just win from there. You could do Blaz, reset her stamina drain, just keep doing it until their stamina's out, and then you win because they can't do anything anymore. It's really great. And that's why Urkin's really great too, because again, he doesn't run on the stamina. He doesn't run on any. Uh, he doesn't really care because, but when the game starts, he has this and he has like a recharge banner. He could run Invar's banner. I liked recharge banner more. I just like having stamina, but I kept getting injured, so Invar's banner wasn't a bad idea either. In fact, it gave me more. It gave me just about the same stamina as the staff at the same level. So it's not also bad. I like Invar's banners more. So run Invar's banner. That's really good if you have it. I didn't like the silver staff a whole lot. If you can make a cane of Atlantis, uh, I like running two canes. Because again, it's meta so stamina heavy, draining wise, and the less cooldowns you have, the better. Or if you have just like CDA protection. Uh, but I run Urkin again as a damage dealer. Here's the moveset I'd run. Um, the last two skills would always kind of almost alternate, but I found Electrifying Boost was such a good Oko breaking monster, thing here. It's kind of the reason why it doesn't matter that he's not, titled as a damage dealer, but he is still considered, he should always still be considered a good damage dealer because when you're 150, your damage is nuts. Like once you've achieved a 150 status damage dealer, like any monster at 150, and you have like at least a decent consistent damaging skill. Shining Abyss is a 45 spammable skill that also dazes, and Charge Wave is a spammable 30 special based skill. You would be surprised at how much you can actually get done. And if you are given an opportunity to do electrifying boost with like an extra turner, like the new Lindworm we just got. Lindworm can do an extra turn. If you pair it up with Blaz, you can, and you have skill mirror up. You pass it, apply electrifying boost, and then charge wave. You will OHKO a lot of teams. Like a lot of teams cannot handle a 150 Urkin um, electrifying boost into charge wave. They just can't. It's just too much for them. It is way too much damage. If they're not running like high-end monsters too, they're done for. They will die. If they're not running life, they will die. 3 times plus charge wave is nuts. Um, I ran golden food for a while because of just like I kept getting DOT'd. Like I just wanted to cleanse. All I ever wanted to do was clean myself. But I wonder if electric flow would be good again because I like having stamina. I like to be able to do things. Like being able to do things is one of the best things in this game. So I think electric flow might be good too, and it just kind of gives you a little immunity against Siamus's damage. It just adds up over time. It's not necessarily the main thing you have to ever worry about, but electrical flow kind of protects you from a lot of things that aren't nice. I think maybe Erdier has some thunder damage based skills. But anyway, next monster, Blaz. Broken Balls, Blaz. I love this thing. I think it's one of the best monsters that ever come out in the game, ever. His support skills are nuts, even for a myth. He's not even a cosmic mythic, and his skills are just jaw dropping for just the stats that he has and the moves that he knows. It's not even because of the fact he even got skill mirror. It's just because of like things like don't panic and surprisingly beneficial operation. Uh, Surprisingly beneficially operation buddy or whatever. This is such a good skill. You have no idea how good the skill is because it restores your cooldowns and gives you true vision, meaning you essentially guarantee all your secondary effects to land. Like having true vision is nuts. It's on a 1 turn cooldown, and on top of that, before you might even toss that out, you might even toss out Expire Anesthetic, which gives Nanovirus upon cleaning positive effects twice. So it doesn't matter if they have positive effects protection, you cleanse it. It doesn't matter. Like you absolutely will cleanse anything uh, on the enemy team twice. So let's say um, let's say the Tabora does protect positive effects on their Megatanta. You will just double cleanse it. It's no big deal. You will miss the other effects on the other monsters. That could be a problem, but it's a low chance, and it's not going to. You still cleanse that Megaton. I think that's the biggest thing. Then it'll give your denier an opportunity to deny everyone, especially if they're not running an area dodge monster. So this is such a good move, and I think these two skills are just must because they're so game breaking. Like to guarantee you land your status effects, and you can just keep spamming it. If you like have a spammable denier skill, you can just keep spamming it for the next 3 turns because nanovirus doesn't go away till 3 turns. It's really spicy. And it also goes well with skill mirror. Um, Even though it's not the biggest thing about him just having the ability to apply skill mirror to allow your other boys to do whatever they want is really, really good. So I find myself running that. I consistently win fights because of protective protocol. And then I run stay calm because again I'm always constantly DOT'd or just affected by effects. So just having a 2 turn cooldown area skill is still is a must have. It's so good. I'm actually running it on Tabora right now, I think. It's such a clutch skill. So run stay calm, run this, just run this set. It's just really good, especially with Windlerm. Don't panic's also OP. Like you're either running don't panic or maybe a single target damage skill to check Grakens. I will say checking Graken or Wormlad is pretty common. I almost want to give him super mutant. I was gonna say super mutant life for strength. Well, not super mutant, but like maybe a mutant rune for damage or life. Even though he's not a damage deal, again, just checking. He just need to check specific things. I keep losing to specific things because I just can't do anything because it's like either just a full-on support set or like maybe I lose something and it's situational really. But for the most part, this was the build that got me to L1, so it's not too big of a deal if you don't do or don't run it. I'm just talking about like pet peeves at this point, like things that bothered me while climbing. I kept going into Grakon fights or Worm Lodge, and if I lose my damage healer, I couldn't check them. It was annoying. And last but not least, we got the best new boy, Lindworm, rank 3 Lindworm. It wasn't even fully ranked. And I ran a life rune on it and 2 speeds. Now everyone was asking me, Div, that's just such a dumb thing. Why are you running a life rune, Div? Why are you running a life rune? Why are you running a life rune? Run full speed, my man. Why are you running full speed? Well, guess what? Everyone runs Mega Taunt, so it doesn't do me any good if I don't get to deny everyone, right? That is the hugest waste of a denier I've ever seen one. And it's like, come on, man. Everyone's running Santeria. Everyone's running, like, Lindworm, not Lindworm, Bombeta. I can't do anything turn one. What's the point of having full speed on a deny if I can't deny their whole team? If this was an era or age where Megaton didn't exist, yeah, I'd run full speed on him. Why not? Why would I not? Why would I have any intention not to run him full speed runs? Well, the reason why I don't, again, it's exactly like that. I don't run him full speed because I don't want him to waste the turn, like cleansing the effect off Bombeta, only for Bombeta to do Shining Bulb again. I was having this. That was the first thing I was seeing when I was playtesting Lindworm. Was it's really not a good first turn mount. You really want the effects cleansed because you're just going to keep having to deal with it. Even though Baby does kind of negate Megaton, but it's only for that turn, really. Once the Megaton actually gets a turn in, you don't really get anything done, like because they haven't cleansed the effect yet. That's the thing. If you toss Age Overseer turn 1, and you do not either kill the other monsters or kill bomb beta. Once bomb beta moves again, Megaton's up again, and then your damage dealer has to deal with that. That's a huge eyesore for them. Sometimes bomb beta doesn't even die from the interaction, unless you are running like the new monster you can get in the maze or not the path. Get that monster, by the way. It's really good for countering Megaton. It's really bothersome. You don't really get anything done. But this was the move set. I'd often change the move sets because I wanted to see what the best was. This was my favorite one. I think this was my favorite build. Revert events again, cleansing, cooldowns deactivate. It goes so well with Blast. Everything just goes so well with Blast. With sequence bender again next turn. Revert events cooldown activates on my deactivates on myself. And I get to do more things. It's just so much interactions. The possession immunity at the beginning of the game was really nice. I like that against Ordiana. A lot of people would probably think, oh, Dib, you probably got cooldowns activated right away in the beginning of the game. Nope. Even if I did, it doesn't matter too much. I think the only time I'm ever really bothered is when I get CD'd, or like I'm dealing with a Grakon. I think that's the only time I care about CDA really, and I'm already like Lindworm himself is immune to CDA on a natural level, but I think that was the only time I was ever bothered by CDAs when I got cooldown to activate. This is on a 2-turn cooldown, so by the time I got this, I was already almost dying from like curse. That bothered me. But yeah, I always have like stamina. That's why I have stamina relics on too. I don't have both of these canes leveled up all the way, but if I did, I'd probably maybe I'd be less bothered by curse. I think curse is the only thing at this point that bothers me. Because if you're running an Ordiana, yeah, for the most part, I was consistently winning those fights. I didn't have much problem with Ordiana comps. But yeah, I ran the life room for just increased sustainability. I'd kept the 2 speeds because I'd always go over damage dealers. That's the most important thing you want to check. Um, did I win against other Lindworms? I have actually. That's a funny thing you meant. Like if anyone's thinking that right now, I would actually win against those. I look like the guy from Age of Extinction. I don't know if that's a compliment or an. I'm assuming that's a compliment. I'm assuming that's a compliment, but I don't know. Age of Extinction. I'll look that up later. But I guess that thank you. I don't know if that's a compliment, but thank you. All right, all right. I look like the guy from Age of Extinction. I don't know if that's fact because I'm tired, but yeah, I ran a life rune on it because there's really no point in me going first. I just wanted him to go second and like right after Blast essentially because that gives me open to plays. I can do things. I can cleanse with Blast and all that fun stuff. Now, no matter what, once you do get to L1, you will find teams that bother your team. And it doesn't really, in all honesty, it doesn't. I'll say this: your team's not going to be unbeatable. At some point, your teams will just pub stomp every time you fight. The fact I didn't have a beard, I think that's because of my artwork. But no, I grow beards pretty easy. I'm 25. I'm almost 25 years old. I'm 24 right now. Um, but yeah, what were the things I was having problems with? Really, yeah, honestly, the only things I ever had problems with was a fully ranked Tabora, like 150 Tabora, and like Siamis. I was during halfway through the season. I'd be extremely bothered by removal of effects plus trait disable. So not only did stop crouch was no longer resistant, everyone lost their CDA protection. I get CDA'd. I wouldn't be able to do like my support skills, and then I'd just be drowning in DOTs. That's really the only problem was the fact I was drowning by DOTs and that's just the power of Tabora comps. It's just you cleanse, trait disable, activate. The rank up, yeah, Vanish. Vanish is good, yeah. I saw a lot of Vanishes. I was confused by okay, so here's the thing. I was confused by this. Like some of the 150, I'd fight some 150 Vanishes, but I wouldn't be OHKO'd by them. But in other cases, I would. I don't know if that's because they're running another strength. I think that's it. Maybe they do just run. I don't get that though. If they're running full. See, I don't get that, but like some of them I didn't get insta kill, some of them I did. I'm confused about that. I don't know, but yeah, Vanos is really good for the Grakon bases. That's a good alternative, but it's just back to that stamina drain problem, or just kind of stamina drains all your resources. I was always having botherations with it. I think that's a good defense monster. I wouldn't mind putting him on defense. This is my defense comp. In fact, I'm already doing it. I've been doing that. So yeah, for my defense, it often changed. I tried different things. I realized I kept walking into area dodge in PvP, like for defense fights. Um, like on my defense team, I'd always be attacked by area dodge. So just run a Vanos. I don't think this team was. I was using like things like Mr. Beast too. Mr. Beast like this and this. But yeah, this was the kind of variations and stuff like that. But no, it's such a stamina heavy meta right now in CDA, and this comp isn't too much bothered by CDA as long as I don't get Taboras. I don't get Tabora'd, and I get to do stay calm or like cleanse, and I'm able to actually kill Tabora. Um, but yeah, it's all about stamina recovery. So if you want like consistent wins, just be able to cleanse and have stamina. Um, I think Charizard. If you don't have Blaz, I think you should be running Charizard. Um, just for CDA protections, because everything right now is just CDA, and you gotta understand it's way too common. Cooldown Simus is way too common, and you get dunked on by CDA. It's just too common with boys and girls. So I get just like get something with CDA protection, or like uh you can even run that mythic monster, Dr. Watts. He's got CDA and he's a damage dealer. Protects your cooldowns naturally. He might be a really good check to everyone that's not Simon. I think even though he's not, yeah, I'd say he's better if you run him against like he's good for the other teammates, but he's not the best check for Simus. Unga Bunga's alright because he's also got a special base skill with triple damage. I was also seeing a lot of Simuses just do a single target possession at the beginning in a game, and that was pretty weak. That plays in the game is weak. I don't know, but yeah, it's just a good thing to tell you guys. A lot of Simus bases just start the game off with the single target possession skill. It's not the best play. But yeah, this was the team I used. This was kind of the strat I used to get number one. Um, Let me know if you just got number one recent in the comment section below. Uh, if you did something really unique, for sure share it. I love to hear unique things, but this was kind of my unique way of climbing the ladder. I climbed the ladder using something that people didn't even deem useful. So I think that's pretty cool. I think that's a pretty unique thing that I was able to climb using a one, a 150 mythic people didn't consider like even a damage dealer. Like people look at Erkin and just think support, and he's just is this support's too. You gotta understand his support's garbage. What is like look at his support set. Okay, well, so what's his support set real quick? So for a support set, you'd people are saying to run this man as team speed holder and shit, but actually look at his skills. Like look at his support skills. So he has a vanilla cleanse that does nothing. It doesn't do life regen. It doesn't do torture immunity. It's just vanilla. I even felt bad running this sometimes, but it's I don't know, the cleanse is alright, but it just doesn't do anything else. Um, Dance of Thunder, precision and damage boost. It's not even I'd say if this was a 1 turn cooldown, alright. But if it's like a 3 turn cooldown, once it gets cleansed again, it's worthless. Like it doesn't do anything more. Electrifying boost is your best buff in my personal opinion because at 150, triple damage is nuts. What spammable damage? Like look at the consistency here though. Like look at this. Yeah, Shining Abyss is spammable. Uh, your charged wave is spammable. It's 30 damage. Shining Abyss 45. Lightning Swing and Sea Jolt were also good options. It just screams damage dealer right now, yeah. Seed Jolt is really good for extra turn dealers. Done. A lot of people run Nor too. I would often go back and forth on Seed Jolt. But Electrifying Boost is pretty good. It's just good all going. But it's a really good damage dealer. I was so surprised by when I was playing around with it, and it's just consistent. So it's nice. I feel special by getting to Link 1 using this thing. So it's nice. Uh, words. Yeah. So this was the comp. I mainly used recharging banners, so I don't know if I should just flash that. Uh, boom. This is why relic the comp. You know, this is just what I had the for most of the season. But I changed the Invar's banner. Let's say you don't have recharge banner. I would say get recharge banner. Recharge banner is pretty good. But if you don't have Can of Atlantis, what's a better alternative? You can always try draining other people's stamina. If you have pump seed staff, that also works. I think that like another alternative if you don't want to have just a lot of recovery. You can focus on draining. You have a banner still, so you can't have one banner for recharge. Then you for sure run your recharge banner, but you can run Lord Pump Seed staff. That works too. But yeah, the only thing times I was ever having trouble was um, just really hard. I guess like really hard damage dealers. Yeah, that was really my only problem. Like really hard damage dealers and the occasional like hardcore deny comps. But like nah, it's like so beyond that, I was having a blast. A lot of my fights were like I'm just smiling. Like I was like spamming to death all these things with this Shining Abyss. Shining Abyss is such a good skill. For a 150 Irk and like running the damage dealer setup. It's just lovely. We'll do even one battle before we go, and how do we start the season off? Of course, we're fighting. We're fighting Bombeta. We're fighting and the ceremonious. Hashtag ceremonious. We could do. We could do a baby. Why not? We'll set up or triple damage. This is a good time to do that. I can do. Oh, but I keep forgetting the cleanse sequence. Um. Yeah, I'll just do Trash Boom. Oh, he died. Hey, we start the game off. We started the new season with a win, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that. Look at that. We start the season off with a win. Oh, with the spiciest of wins. Look at that. Look at that. The spiciest of wins. Was that a 150 Vanish? I don't know. I don't know what that was. Was that 150? It might have been a 130. I don't know. Remember. I don't remember. I just got done saying I had problems with 150 Vanish. Yeah, that was a 150 Vanish. Yeah. Maybe it's. I guess maybe they're running full damage. I feel like there's something going on with that. I remember fondly being O-code one time with a Vanish, so maybe that's full life, or not full life, full strength Vanish. I don't get that though. Why would I have? Why do I keep getting O-code by? Well, I guess it's like it has to be full damage at that point. Yeah, it has to be a full damage Vanish. Because I that didn't do enough for me to worry, I guess. But like, yeah, that was about it. And so there we go. We started the season off with a win. But yeah, I'm the Awesome. I hope you guys enjoyed this really nice video. I'm really happy right now, and I hope you guys are happy for me. But yeah, I'm the Awesome, and I'll catch you guys later.